my face. On my face. Why you on my face?
Yo. Ow. Bro. Bro. Bro, get up, come on. Yo. Bro, I told you to chill, come on, bro. Like, there was no need for that shit, come on. Bro, I get up, bro. Like, yo, there was no need for that shit, bro. Cause that shit got caught on camera, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, there was just no need for that shit, bro. Like, come on, bro. But there was no need for that. I'm next? Bro, I'm next? I'm not even doing shit right now. I was trying to calm it down, bro, and you're like bugging the fuck out though, bro.
Funny thing is, a lot of people are defending this streamer, but people are out here looking for consequences like that. If he didn't get in the guy's face, just left the guy alone, none of that would have happened. But these streamers, they're always out in the street trying to rage bait people for views and doing dumb shit, getting dumb prizes. This guy was asking for it. And if you're out looking for it, I've got no sympathy for donuts like this.
Cheat on me, don't cheat on me, please. Because you're going out without me.
What's girls' night doing?
Why are you putting on makeup?
I just like to feel pretty.
But what's the point of putting on makeup if you don't want guys to look at you? I don't want guys to look at you. I don't want guys to look at you.
Don't cry.
Stop it. Get some help.
Over the years, every husband that I have ever met that's loyal, stable, consistent, loving, super nice, will do anything for the family, anything for her, anything for the kids, constantly self-sacrifice himself and his own well-being for her, okay, has been left, has been cheated on, has been heartbroken, or has been divorced. Okay. Now, over the years, every single husband that I've watched who moves the exact opposite, meaning he does whatever he wants, he doesn't really care. Maybe he's at the bar 3 or 4 nights a week. He's drinking, he's smoking. She can never get a hold of him. He forgets to reply to the text message. And the wife and kids are never really a priority. I have watched these wives consistently chase and pursue these men's validation and stay with these husbands year after year after year after year, staying with them despite constantly complaining about them.
You know, the nice guy that approaches them, does nice things for them, they don't want to know. But the guy who's just come out of prison for doing the madness with his ex-girlfriend, they want to know all about him. Not all women, but there's a lot of women who think that way.
I take girls to the clinic. Do I not take them to the health department?
You did it with me.
Yeah, and look what you did.
I gave you that's different.
No, it ain't.
AIDS is nasty as and so is
You're the only girl I didn't take to the.
I don't care.
But didn't I go get everybody checked
yes,
after that?
But it don't matter. I'm just saying.
I ain't never
I gave
doing
you that you can get rid of. You don't want that you can die.
You're taking girls you're meeting to the flipping clinic to get checked out. Where the hell are you picking these girls up from? The corner? What the hell is wrong with this guy? Why do people admit these things on social media? I don't get it. This guy should have been wearing body armor when he was laying it down with this chick.
Since you're so in love, switch phones for Valentine's Day. Do it. Switch those phones.
How about no?
Well, I'm going to take the positive from this video. If people did actually do that, a lot of cheating would get exposed, and a lot of these relationships that people are hiding stuff wouldn't last any longer. So I guess there's positive in that. But if you feel the need to look through your partner's phone, like I've said many times before, you probably already know there's something on there.
How old are you?
24.
27. And how long you been together?
A year.
At a year in, what sacrifices did you have to make to be in this relationship?
I can answer that question. So I was obviously, I was doing photography and doing my thing at first. Being in a relationship now, you can't do the same things that you were doing before as a single man. So that's one of the biggest sacrifices for me.
So you used to take pictures of women,
club photography, even weddings. There might be a drunk.
What's wrong with that? If that's your job, it's, you can still do that in a relationship. It's not like you're filming corn, is it? Unless that's what he was doing.
Grooms women or whatever it's called that might want to hit on you, and she might feel uncomfortable with it, and I have to respect her. So,
but if you're the man and that's what you were doing when you met her, why would you give that up to be with her?
Because she showed me how much she loves me.
Let's say you met her
I don't think she's showing it tonight. I mean, look what she's wearing.
And she was, quote unquote, a bottle girl. You would want her to give that up to be more committed in the relationship.
To a certain extent, if she's making good money from it, or if she's happy doing it, and I can solely trust her and put my faith in her, I would love for her to continue to do it. But if she's very sneaky and conniving and other things like that, then no, she has to stop.
This guy really gave up his career to be with her, but I don't know what she's giving up to be with him. It still looks like she's single, mate. So good luck with that one.
Good luck.
Dad shouts at daughter for paying someone to write her assignment despite him paying $50,000 in tuition fees. Yikes.
That's not the point. You pay somebody to write your paper for you, and you use my credit card.
But it was convenient, and I had homecoming, and I had plans.
That's cheating! You're supposed to write it. You write it. I'm not paying $50,000 in tuition for you to pay someone to write a paper for you.
Spending that much money in college fees is absolutely wild. But the fact she didn't even use it wisely, yeah, I'm not too sure about that one. I'm with the dad on this one. I think I'd be just as pissed as he is.
Stay single, and I'm talking about the people that think they have to be in a relationship because they're lonely. Loneliness is good. It builds you. You build yourself. You start focusing on self-love. The right person will come, and you won't even expect it. You can't force connections with somebody. You can't force relationships. Dating apps are not going to work. Cut it all out. Live your life. Focus on yourself.
I've seen a few clips on this guy, and most of the shit he says is a load of BS. This guy is an undercover simp. He says you gotta buy girls things and luxury items, and he does all the videos where he's, you know, getting his luxury cars in the background for obvious reasons, right? But I totally agree with him on this. You know, a lot of people are trying to like fill a void in their life by chasing women they're not really that interested in because they want the companionship and to fulfill that loneliness. But if they just focus on themselves, go to the gym, focus on work, making money, getting in better health, all that shit, the right person will come along.
All right, today I'm gonna do rejection therapy. So I'm gonna walk up to a group of girls and say, all right, who wants to be my girlfriend?
Oh no.
All right, who wants to be my girlfriend? Damn, it was worth a try.
A lot of people are saying to him that, yeah, this wasn't going to work, but he clearly stated that at the start, that he's doing rejection therapy. He knew full well he was going to get rejected, but if anything, builds confidence and character, so fair play to him for that.
When I decided that I was going to tell him that I wanted a divorce, we sit down in our session. It's like really tense, really awkward. My ex was sitting there like, so why do we have an emergency session? The therapist was like, Jamie, do you want to start? And I just started crying, and I was like, I want a divorce. He sat there quiet. I'm sitting next to him crying. He didn't move. He didn't look at me. He didn't react at all. He just was stone cold. And eventually our therapist was like, would you like to respond? So he responded right away, and he's like, fine, let's just go ahead and finalize the details. Like, I knew that I was ready to leave that day, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy. There was no compassion. There was no like wanting to fight for us, and I was like, so what are we gonna do? And he just kept playing, and he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. So it was like within a couple days, he moved out.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
What does she want this man to do? Beg for mercy? Please, please stay with me, please. No, that guy was ready. He was ready to move on. And she wanted that man to get on his knees and beg and fight for her and all that crap, but he was done. She probably pushed that guy to his limits. I don't know why she's shocked by his response when she's the one who took him there to initiate a divorce. What did she think was going to happen?
And that was that. And I just was like, I looked at my therapist and I was just like kind of stunned. Like, I knew that I was ready to leave that day, but I couldn't believe that that was his reaction. There was no empathy. There was no compassion. There was no like wanting to fight for us, which...
Make it make sense, fellas. She wants him to fight for a relationship when she's already thrown the towel in. Makes no sense.
I didn't think that there would be, but you know, you just always hope that like one last try, you know? We went home that night. We didn't speak. He slept on the couch. I woke up and went to work the next day, came home, he was playing PlayStation that night. I sat next to him. We hadn't talked in 24 hours. And I said, can we talk about what happened yesterday? And he was just playing, just looking straight ahead. And he was like, what's to talk about?
What is there to talk about? I don't blame him. I don't blame him. That PlayStation was probably an escape from all the bullshit you've been putting him through for the last 2 years. What is there to talk about? You said you wanted a divorce, and that is that. There is nothing left to speak of.
In my mind, I'm thinking, this is our last ditch effort to like steer this ship around, you know? And I was like, so what are we gonna do? And he just kept playing, and he was like, I already got an apartment. I already took my name off of the lease. He had done things within that 24 hours. He had opened up the filing folder of his single man life and went ahead and got all this shit done.
Man, if I could meet this dude, I would shake his hand. He's got his priorities in check. He took what she said, wasn't wasting no time. He wasn't playing no games. He did the things he was required to do and got himself the hell out of there. Fair play to that guy.
So it was like within a couple days he moved out. Yeah, he says he was shocked, but let's be honest.
I don't blame you.
I think the only people who are shocked are us. That you're not shocked that you didn't see this coming. This guy had every right to do what he was doing. How are you going to take your partner to therapy and say, I want a divorce, and then expect him to fight for that relationship when you've already given up on it? And then when you go home, you're like, I want to talk about it. Talk about what? You've already said what you want to do. So get the hell out of it. And he wasn't wasting no games. He wasn't doing no talking. He was a man on a mission. And I respect that.
That's what I'm talking about!
Question for the people that have successfully gotten through a divorce. Is it normal to see babies and feel so mad at them, like happy families? I am packing my apartment and it's just bringing up a lot of really sad memories. Packing our vow books, congratulations cards, things like that. And it just makes me think of the timeline of where I wanted to be right now. Like thinking I would be pregnant right now. There's a playground outside of my window in my apartment complex, and just like seeing kids and like seeing families is like fucking killing me. Which is so weird because anytime I've wanted to get pregnant in the past, it hasn't happened. I've been like, I'm so happy for everyone that it's happening for. But like right now, I just like, I can't even look like on my For You page. Like if there's like people talking about their fertility journeys or people who are pregnant, like I literally like can't even look. Like it's making me so upset. And yeah, it's weird to cry on the internet, but I don't know. I just feel like I can't be the only one dealing with this. And I feel like the different ways of emotion mourning this marriage have been happening every day, but today the family one really came out, and like feeling really alone. And then hearing people complaining about all their like kid stuff and like how they don't get sleep because their baby's awake and stuff. I'm just like, I wish I was dealing with that. I don't know if it makes any sense.
I don't know what crying on the internet like would help the situation, but all jokes aside, this is part of the bullshit a lot of women are fed, that this is happiness, being alone and single, and when you're 40, and you know they're told that lie. And we can see here and many other videos that that's not the case. They were lied to. Not being a bizzle, not being an independent boss babe, all that bullshit they be telling you, all that is a golden ticket to a lonely, miserable life.
If you've gone through a divorce, I just need to know, does it get easier? Does it get easier being without your kids? Because all I can do every time is cry.
I can hear cats purring, meowing. How ironic is that? Sorry, I had to say it.
I just, no matter what I do, I always end up crying the whole time.
You got cats?
Please tell me it gets better because I can't do this.
Well, what I'm going to take from this is she's not got the kids. And for the mother to not have, you know, custody of the children, she must have done something major. She must have been on major stuff for, you know, for that to happen, because that doesn't happen often.
I'm going to say to you what I have to say to myself every single day. And that is, he has to have someone. He has to have a person there to fill that void of thinking about what he did to me, thinking about how he tore our family apart, thinking about his actions, because that guilt, he can't sit with that guilt and that grief. So he has to have a distraction. He has to have someone there at all times. And I'm focusing on healing, being better for my children, and becoming a better person, and learning my worth, and never allowing someone to ever treat me the way that he treated me. And you need to remember that, because karma always comes back around.
The thing is, by saying, you know, it's terrible and it's horrible that he's moved on and he's filling the void, that's what everyone does. You just got to move on. And if anything, it sounds like you haven't moved on. And every time I watch these videos, 99% of them, it's always the dude's fault. He's the one who's moved on. She's making TikToks in her car. So, sounds like to me he was the winner.
I will never be the mom that tells their kids or manipulates their kids to not have a relationship with their father. That I won't do. I've listened to far too many men who I think are pretty amazing men who are in situations where their spouse is doing that to them. And it won't be me, but I won't be the mom encouraging the relationship anymore. I finally figured it out. It took me a while to get it through my thick skull, but I figured it out. I'm not supposed to encourage my kids to have a relationship with their father. I have been so afraid of them not having the relationship. He's the one who should be saying I'm sorry, not me. My language is changing. It's changing to simply, I wish that it didn't hurt so bad. I wish I could change things for you right now. And how can I support you through this? I've never done divorce before, but I'm done encouraging the relationship. He has shown us who he is. He has shown us that the mistress is more important than our children. Clearly, it takes me a while to get there sometimes. Yet again, I am offering myself grace.
This clip kind of struck home for me because growing up, you know, I didn't have a relationship with my father. He didn't want to be around. And my mum never said a bad word about him. She, you know, I went to see him on weekends. She allowed him to try and be a father at least. And she let me and my brother figure out on our own the kind of man he was. And I know there's a lot of mums who want to protect their kids, but the thing is, you can only protect your kids so much. And sometimes you have to let them go out there in the world and learn things themselves. And I'm definitely glad she did that.
If you don't know, I left my husband a year ago. And I've been wanting to come on here and give a life update of a year from now and what my life looks like. And
okay.
I've been hoping that I would be able to come on here and tell you guys that life is just fucking great.
But it's not?
But it's not. It's still really hard. I want it to have my shit more together. I know that this isn't the truth, but I just feel like I'm failing so much as a mom. I know that that's not the truth, you know? But life is so fucking hard. I just got to spend 11.5 hours with my baby, and it was just the most sweetest time. I hate that I feel this way, but I miss my mom so much. I miss my baby. Life is not where I want it to be a year later.
Again, you know, it sounds like to me that her ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, whatever, has got the kids. He's the one who looks after them. She gets to see those kids for a certain time. And like I said to a clip earlier, you do not hear it that often. She must have done something bad. I don't know. I'm only gonna go with the context we got. But the point I'm making is, this is gonna happen time and time again. And in 10, 20 years from now, we're gonna see this 10 times worse than it is now, because girls are just being fed bullshit. And that's why I do what I do. I'm trying to help men, I'm trying to help women too, that they should be advocating for finding a good man who's going to provide, protect them, and have a family and kids and live happily ever after. I don't want no simps, no bizzles, no crying on TikTok, none of that shit. But guys, let me know if you enjoyed this video. I was thinking of doing like a half an hour one in a few days or a week or so. Let me know if you want to see that. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.